Angel Reese fans they're sad and they're furious and they're very upset right now because Angel Reese's Unrivaled jersey came out and was sold out in like 2 or 3 minutes. Wow, impressive. That is very impressive, right?
2 minutes. That's all it supposedly took for Angel Reese's jersey to sell out completely. But wait a minute, something doesn't add up. The story smells a little too sweet, like a scripted marketing stunt rather than a genuine sellout. Think about it. How does a player more known for padding her stats than dominating the league suddenly outsell some of the most respected and established legends in WNBA history?
But I smell a rat, all right? Something smells like B to the S, all right? All right, I'm just saying, and this applies to this situation. I said, well, let me see what I can see.
The timing? Almost too perfect, like it was pulled straight from a script. If you're scratching your head, you're not alone. Let's break down why these so-called sales just don't sit right, and how the whole situation feels more like a carefully planned PR move than a genuine surge in fan demand.
News broke yesterday that the jerseys for the Unrivaled teams was going to be released. Now, shockingly, Angel Reese jersey immediately sold out within 2 minutes, guys. Angel Reese jersey sold out more than anybody. Now, many people were saying, you know what? This sounds like a bunch of BS, bro. How do Angel Reese jersey sell out in 2 minutes, bro? Like, she popping, but she ain't popping like that, though. Like, somebody lied.
Let's start with the sketchy timing. The official story says Angel's jersey dropped at 1 p.m. Eastern, yet by 1:04, just 4 minutes later, full-blown articles were already making the rounds, claiming her jersey had completely sold out. Seriously? 4 minutes isn't even enough time to refresh your browser, let alone collect inventory data, write an article, edit it, and hit publish. And yet, detailed write-ups with precise sales figures magically appeared out of nowhere. Sounds a little too coordinated, doesn't it?
Let me share this tab right here. So this is the Unrivaled website. And yeah, these are the jerseys, bruh. So like Alyssa Thomas jersey sold out. The Fisikalia jersey has sold out. Tatu Sabali jersey still available. An Angel Reese jersey has sold out.
But it wasn't just Angel. The reports conveniently lumped in Brittany Griner, Chelsea Gray, Kayla McBride, and Natasha Cloud, saying they all sold out at the exact same time. That's 4 players, each with totally different levels of fame and fan bases, somehow moving the exact same amount of merch in the same tiny window. When has that ever happened naturally? It's almost like the narrative was written before the sales even started.
Now, it's Angel Reese jersey is the one that's causing red flags because people are saying within 2 minutes of clicking on this damn site, her jersey sell out, which means it might have been only 5, allegedly. Like, just like the number on her jersey, that's how many they had available, allegedly, bro.
Here's the real question. Who had live access to inventory numbers in real time? Because that's not how product rollouts usually work. There's normally a delay. Companies gather sales data, verify sell-through rates, and then share it with media outlets. But this? It was way too smooth. Coordinated headlines dropped across multiple platforms, all echoing the same talking points like a pre-written press release was just sitting there, waiting for someone to hit go.
Some even complained that there might not have been enough merchandise available in the first place. You think? You think? Because I think that's potentially a massive part of this.
It's giving more PR stunt than overnight sensation. Think about those limited edition sneaker drops or hyped up collabs. Brands intentionally restrict inventory to create the illusion of crazy demand. They sell out fast, sure, but it's chaos. Broken websites, failed checkouts, and resellers flooding social media. But the Unrivaled jersey drop? Smooth as butter. No digital stampede, no site crashes, just perfectly timed headlines and conveniently clean coverage. Almost like the whole thing was built for optics, not fans.
I just gotta keep it real. I just got to keep it real. Because they saying, ain't no way Angel Reese jersey sell out within 2 minutes, bro. This has never happened. Not even her Chicago Sky jersey sold out that fast. But I'm going to tell you, I got to believe him, bro. This looking real spooky. I can't even lie, bro. It's looking spooky out here.
And real sellouts are messy. You see fans flooding comment sections, begging for restocks, and resellers scrambling to flip the gear for a profit. But with Angel Reese's jersey, it felt more like an Oscar campaign. Polished, uniform, and almost too perfect. Everything moved with eerie efficiency. It didn't feel like a response to overwhelming fan demand. It felt like a carefully manufactured moment, built to go viral rather than serve real supporters.
Now, I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm not shocked her jersey sold out. All right? Or that it would at least eventually sold out. I'm not shocked by that. It's the 2 or 3 minute part that I think could be questioned. Of course, you're not supposed to question anything, right? Not supposed to, but you can, because that's part of being an American and our right to say whatever in the hell we want.
And here's where the whole thing really starts to fall apart. While the spotlight was on Angel Reese's so-called jersey takeover, something fishy was happening in the background. Multiple players' jerseys, like Natasha Cloud, Brittany Griner, and Nafisa Collier, all mysteriously disappeared from inventory at the exact same time. Come on now. Does anyone seriously believe Natasha Cloud has the same merch-pulling power as Angel Reese? That's like claiming your uncle's jazz quartet sells out Madison Square Garden, just like Taylor Swift. Let's be real.
So, but you are trying to tell me that Natasha Cloud is moving the needle? That Kayla McBride is moving the needle?
If this were a true reflection of public demand, we'd expect some jerseys to linger while the big names fly off the shelves. That's what happens with iPhones, Jordan shoes, and let's be real, even Indiana Fever tickets. Anything that's truly in demand. Popularity equals speed. So when mid-tier WNBA players sell out as quickly as the most followed athlete in the league, something's off. Let's put this into perspective. Angel Reese has millions of followers on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Her name is everywhere. Natasha Cloud, while highly respected, doesn't have that same media presence. Yet somehow their jerseys sold out at the exact same speed. That's not how real consumer behavior works.
That Brittany Griner, somebody that came back from Russia, and the very arena she was playing in for her first game couldn't even sell out. Not only could it not sell out, didn't come close to selling out. You're trying to tell me they moved the needle because of demand and all of their jerseys were gone in 4 minutes.
And it's not like the fans didn't notice. Social media was flooded with disappointed Reese supporters who couldn't grab a jersey, even though they were online and ready to buy. "I was there right when it dropped and it sold out," one fan said. Another added, "How did it sell out that quick? Please restock." These weren't bots or casual scrollers. These were real buyers eager to spend their money and walking away empty-handed. If Reese's jersey really sold out that fast, why were her fans left in the cold? All signs point to a setup. Limit the inventory, drop it quietly, and spin the headlines. Boom, now you're a headline, not just a hashtag, but the fans? They're not buying it, not anymore. Now, let's talk about the odds of every single Unrivaled jersey selling out at exactly the same time, because honestly, it's absurd. You're telling me that Angel Reese, Brittany Griner, Nafisa Collier, and Natasha Cloud all had identical sellout times? That's not just unlikely, it's mathematically ridiculous. Griner, despite being a household name, has never been a merchandising juggernaut. And Collier, while highly respected in the league, doesn't even come close to Reese's mainstream reach or massive online following, yet somehow her jersey sold out just as fast? Come on.
Please restock at Angel Reese's jersey. We are begging. At Unrivaled WBB, a commenter wrote. Another frustrated supporter said, "Please let me get an Angel one. I was there the second they dropped and it sold out. I'm gonna cry." A sad poster said, quote, "How is Angel's jersey already sold out?" 3 question marks.
This kind of perfect synchronization doesn't happen in real-world consumer behavior. When true demand drives sales, it's always uneven. The most popular players' jerseys sell out first, while others sit on the shelves for hours, sometimes even days. But here, everything vanished in minutes, like someone flipped a switch. That's not a sellout, it's a setup. The only thing this stunt actually sold was a storyline, a carefully crafted PR moment designed to make Unrivaled look way bigger than it really is.
I guess I'm wondering because there's no way in hell Natasha Cloud's moving anything. I mean, let's be real here. Or Brittany Griner, either. All right?
The whole thing reeks of manufactured scarcity. This wasn't about fans rushing to show support. It was about engineering headlines, a coordinated effort to make the league look like a cultural juggernaut when, in reality, it's struggling to get any real attention. These identical sellouts across the board don't signal genuine demand. They scream publicity stunt. And if you really want to see how fake this looks, let's talk about Unrivaled's actual reach. Their viewership numbers are dismal, barely enough to fill the stands at a high school junior varsity game. So how, exactly, does a league that can't even get people to tune in suddenly transform into a merchandising monster? The math just doesn't add up.
Or, if you've got half a brain at all, would it be prudent to suggest out loud that possibly they only had 50 or 100 of these damn things available to begin with? Question mark?
Now, let's get specific about the Angel Reese part. If her jersey really sold out in under 2 minutes, we're talking about either A, a massive wave of buyers logging in at the exact same time, or B, an embarrassingly small inventory designed to vanish instantly. Take a wild guess which one it was. This is textbook marketing trickery. Create a tiny product run, sell it out in a flash, and then call it a massive success, without ever revealing how many units were actually made. You're not making history, you're running a hype scam.
So while everybody's doing victory laps, the Unrivaled's supposed to not realize that if their players' jerseys sell out in 4 minutes, that's going to in itself become a narrative and a story out there? Oh my goodness. Did you see Unrivaled? Did you see Angel Reese sold out those Unrivaled jerseys in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? Whoa, that league that's got 150,000 fans watching a game.
And let's be honest, if there were thousands of jerseys available, we would have seen the chaos. Website crashes, checkout issues, resellers posting receipts, and inventory hauls. That's what real demand looks like. But here, nothing. Just a suspiciously smooth sellout, followed by a flood of identical articles praising Reese as a retail queen. It's almost like the entire thing was planned down to the last detail.
Call me skeptical, but I'm going to go with the idea that they didn't have very many jerseys in stock to begin with. And I'm willing to bet you it was all the same count of all the new jerseys that got released. Because you're trying to tell me that Sabrina Ionescu and Lexi Hull and Kaylee Copper, you're trying to tell me that all them jerseys are all in stock.
But here's where it gets really bad. Unrivaled is supposedly behind on paying their own players. Multiple reports say they haven't even fulfilled promised $50,000 bonuses. So how is a league that can't meet payroll suddenly pulling off a flawless merch rollout? That's not just suspicious, it's downright laughable.
You know, Unrivaled did not do very well when it comes to viewership. And just like I told y'all, they might only had 5 damn jerseys available. I just gotta keep it real.
What this tells us is that the jersey release was never about connecting with fans. It was about saving face. A struggling league trying to spin a feel-good success story to distract from a financial disaster. And Angel Reese, knowingly or not, became the centerpiece of that narrative. They needed someone with big social numbers to front the hype, and she fit the bill. But the problem? Fans are smarter than they think. Real fans see through this. They know what true hype looks like. They know that if thousands of people were grabbing Reese jerseys, we'd be seeing them everywhere. Social media posts, unboxing videos, game day outfits, but there's no proof. Just a bunch of headlines and no receipts.
Oh, man. So basically, they saying that they didn't even sell new stock. They're selling what they had left probably from the merch store down at Unrivaled. They ain't even making no more. They ain't even gonna make no more.
They ain't even gonna make any more. What we're witnessing here isn't fandom, it's fabrication. Angel Reese's jersey didn't sell out because demand was through the roof. It sold out because the inventory was artificially tiny, designed for this exact outcome, a PR victory lap for a league that's falling apart behind the scenes. So the next time Unrivaled claims a sellout, ask the tough questions. How many jerseys were actually produced? Where are they now? Who's wearing them? And more importantly, why is a league that can't even pay its stars spending all its energy pushing a fake narrative? Let us know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.